don't know what to say about yesterday. It was unbelievable, really. And unfortunately, some people have died, unfortunately. So it's been an awful, awful time. The trees are down in the valley down here, and there was a whole convoy of tree surgeons and trying to sort that out. And yeah, it's not been a great 24 hours, 48 hours. So I hope you're all well. I'm well. I feel like I'm trussed up today. I was cold this morning. Mr. M had to go out very, very early for work and didn't manage to make a fire before he went, and I haven't got round to it. So, but it's actually not that cold today. It's not that cold. The rain is relentless, absolutely relentless. But at least we're safe, and I hope you're safe, and I hope you haven't been affected too much. We were told to stay indoors, so that's what I did. I just stayed indoors. Coco went out a couple of times for, you know, what she needed to do. She's just been out now and she's come back soaking wet. So, yeah, it's not very nice out there, so be careful. But I'm back. So, I've got my beautiful, I love this cup. When I look at my cups and I think, what am I going to drink out of? It's a really funny thing with Emma Bridgewater, I think. I don't know anybody else feels the same. I look at my cups and I think, how am I feeling today? I look at them, I think, do I feel like a snowdrop day? Do I feel like a bluebell day? Today, I feel like a daffodil day. And oh my goodness, look at these flowers. I bought some flowers from Aldi, 2 lots actually. I bought some from Aldi, and then I went to Sainsbury's to get some bits and bobs, and they had some really nice flowers as well. It was £1 more than Aldi. So I thought, okay, £1, okay. And they've all come out and they're absolutely stunning, the colours. I usually quite like pale pink roses and things like that, but the colours are so vibrant and it's just a burst of spring, and that's what we all need at the moment, isn't it? A burst of spring. So I think you can see the edge of them here, but I did take a small video for you to have a look because they are really stunning. And as I said, I've said it so many times, Aldi have got some amazing flowers and some good choice as well. And at the end of the day, if the dates are out, they reduce them by 30% or 50%. So it's a good time to go at the end of the day, I think, for flowers. Because it's still great, but the dates are up. So anyway, so cheers. Drinking out of my daffodil cup, because that's how I feel today. Right, got a couple of things to talk about today. I've become, and I never thought I would, because I've always been a vintage girl. I always like vintage things. And my best friend said to me, hello, she said, I'm surprised you like Emma Bridgewater because it's not really vintage, but I've slightly changed since I've got them. I don't know what it is about them. I think it's the background colour, which is a big thing for me. I like the cream. I can hear Coco snorting in the background. I've just given her some treats and she wants something else, but she's not having it yet. So anyway, yeah, I think it's the quality of them. It's such beautiful quality. I can't recommend it enough. I know there's lots of people online that make videos of their hauls and things, but they don't actually probably talk about how they feel about them. And I absolutely love, so I'm just looking out for the robin. I think he's given it a miss today, but I think he's just landed and flew off. Anyway, so I've been asked to measure the plates, because when you're thinking about ordering new things for the kitchen, you don't know really what you need. I don't think anyway. So as I said, I've got rid of loads of stuff, and I'm starting from kind of scratch. And this time I'm buying what I really like, and I've changed a little bit. I haven't got so much vintagey things. I've still got my sets of tea sets. You know, if anybody came round and it was just nice to present, if you're having an afternoon tea or something like that. But on day-to-day basis, this really is, you can't go wrong. As long as you don't, I think as long as you don't put them in the dishwasher, I think they'll be fine. And the seconds are amazing, and you get them for quite a lot cheaper as well. So what I'll do first is that I've got my ruler, and can you believe that I forgot my glasses? Just hold on, hold on. I'm back, everybody, with my glasses. That's the problem as you get older. You practically have out of breath coming upstairs. Okay, so I've got my glasses, but sorry about that. I should have got them out earlier. I got my cup of tea ready, and I got the table ready, and I got myself ready, and Coco outside, and got her breakfast and everything. Forgot my glasses. Never mind. So, I wanted to show you the difference in sizes to help you make a decision about what you might need. I know they say 8.5 inches and say 10.5 inches, but it's actually nice to see the comparisons next to each other, I think. So, let me start with the first bowl I ever bought. And this is a spaghetti bowl, and this is really useful for curries, spaghetti bolognese. What else? Oh, you could use it as a bowl for salads. But this one is actually surprising, because that's not quite 9.5. That's 9.5 inches, centimetres wise. Let me just see. 23.5 centimetres, that is. And that's that one there, with the spaghetti, the risotto, and the bolognese. So the difference between that bowl and that bowl is quite a lot. So this bowl I bought for things like a bit of a side salad, put it on the table for 2 people maybe. I bought it for some pickles and things like that. Something to add to the table as we're eating. So that's the difference in sizes for those two. So it's quite a big difference, but it will still be good as a bolognese plate. But this one just doesn't let anything fall off. You know, you can put as much as you like on this one. Probably too big for some people, but this one I thought it'd be too small for a portion for a main meal, I thought, but it could be. So that's the difference in sizes for that. And that is just, 20.5 centimetres. 20.5. In inches, it is 8. That's 8 inches, that one there. And that's the one with tomatoes, the burrata, the basil, and on the outside it says olives, tomatoes, feta. So that's the difference with those two. Interesting, isn't it? So you could have these for your family for smaller portions and use this as your salad bowl. That would work as well. So whatever you wanted. So that's those two. Put those two on the side. This bowl, I thought when I ordered it, it was actually bigger than what it is. So this bowl suits me. I had my breakfast in it this morning. I had my Special K, and I just noticed actually that E on the Queen is a little bit wonky, but you know, that adds, I think it adds to the charm of these things. So this one here is 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches diameter, and that is 3.5 inches tall. So that suits, you know, that suits a portion of porridge, a portion of cereal, a portion of blackberry and apple crumble with custard, with ice cream perhaps. You know, it suits a lot of things. So those three together would suit all your requirements, you know, for whatever you wanted for your family. So if you got, you know, if you had 4 in the family, 4 of those, 4 of these and 4 of these would be perfect for everything you wanted to make. And you could kind of mix and match what you wanted to put pickles in this, you could, you know, whatever you wanted. It works really, really well. I mix and match them. The next one is this plate, which I bought as a side plate for toast, you know, for cakes, for things like that. But it's quite deep for a side plate. So you could put a bit of cream with cake on there if you wanted. Ice cream probably wouldn't be a great idea. Sandwiches, perfect. But yeah, that's just a nice size. And that one, let me just see the size of this one. That one is, it's just slightly 8.5, over 8.5 inches. That's interesting. Oh, slightly under. Yeah, 8.5 inches that is. So that's that one. In comparison to perhaps this, that's the comparison. So that's the depth that you get. Still quite a big depth, isn't it, really, for a side plate? But that's the depth. So that's the difference with that one, which is quite a large difference, and the depth. So I'll just show the depth of that one. That's interesting to you as well, the depth of those. So, we've done that one, we've done that one. Now, in the big plate, just the big plate, the largest one here. Now, I absolutely love these plates because whatever you put in them, it doesn't spill over. I made Mr. M a cooked breakfast a few days ago. So he had scrambled eggs, he had a bacon, and he had beans. You know, sometimes when you have a big plate, you put the beans on, they spill over. That doesn't happen because it's got this here. It's almost like a bowl, but not as big as a bowl. And it's fantastic because it keeps everything in this part here. And that part here is probably as big as that part there, which is interesting. So you can kind of do the size portions, you know, in your mind of how big. It's not, the portion isn't this size, the portion isn't this size, it's actually kind of this size. So it's not too bad. The portion sizes aren't too bad. So, yeah, that is 27 centimetres and 10.5, slightly over 10.5 actually, only slightly by perhaps like a teeny little bit. But yeah, that's a good size for a plate. And they're heavy, you know, they're robust, they're for your family, they're, you know, to be used. I want to use these and enjoy them, and I think in time I will get more of these. There's ones with fish and chips on, which I quite fancy getting. This one's got bubble and squeak on, but I absolutely love them. And something switched in me to love them. I don't know why. I think I know why. They're just really lovely quality. You know, on the back, it's, you know, it's made in England. And how many things really are made in England these days? And I take my hat off to her because she's kept it, you know, made in England. And that's great. You know, she hasn't got too big where she's gone to China or something to spread it out and they're making it, you know, this is just, you know, when you get this, you feel like someone's been handling it quite a lot. I've watched some of the videos from 12 years ago from Emma Bridgewater, and they show the factory of people kind of doing all the sponges, you know, one by one, and then on the back they kind of sign it, and it just feels special when you get one of these. That's why I think people get addicted very quickly, because they just feel good. I don't understand what it is, but that's how it feels to me. And this teapot, I wanted to talk about this teapot as well. Now, I've had teapots in my time, and I'm a great lover of having a cup of tea from a teapot. It just makes it special. And this teapot is quite heavy. So when it's filled with water, it's quite heavy, and you need to hold the lid as you pour. So you need a tea strainer if you're using loose tea. I haven't got any tea bags in here because I don't believe if you have a teapot where you put tea bags in it, you can use loose tea. So that's the whole point. And inside, it just feels robust. And the great thing about these, I think, is when you get teapots and you get the little holes here. Do you know what I mean? The little holes. And they get clogged up with tea stains and it's really hard to clean. This one is a fantastic pourer. I don't know how they've got it to pour so well. It just pours, it kind of just pours out like a waterfall perfectly. There's no issues with the pouring of these. Now how they've, you know, made that, I don't know. But they're easy to clean fantastic to clean, and they just feel robust. It's a family-sized teapot. It's a 4-cup teacup, a 4-cup teapot. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but yeah, it's fantastic for a family. So I just don't know what to say about it really. I'm addicted. That's all really. So that's the teapot, and that's why I like that. Right, moving on a little bit. Right, a little bit of a drink. Oh, this rain is relentless. It's absolutely relentless. Coco's gone back to bed. She's just had enough. So I don't know. So I have been to a charity shop. I didn't get a lot, so I haven't got lots to show you. But I make cards, and I think I've told you about that before. It started off as like a bit of a hobby over lockdown, but I enjoy it so much. I get so excited when I finish a card that I've been making, and I seem to have, a lot of people that like them. I've got an Instagram account, and I've called it Fat Robin Cards. So if you want to look it up, you can. So yeah, I enjoy doing it. And what I do, I make little reels to show off my cards. And so when I was in the charity shop, I found some little funny Easter things. I found this little vintage plate, which is really cute. It's a bit like the plate I bought the other day at TK Maxx, but that's hares. I thought it was really, really nice. So I shall use that in my props when I do my reels. Also, that's a piece of slate, and that was 75p. It's got a lovely picture of a bunny, I think you can see it. And that was £1, by the way. And the last thing was this here. Now it's an old postcard, and it's been put in a frame, but it doesn't have any glass. But it's Peter Rabbit. So that was really cute as well. So I shall use them in my props when I do my reels for Easter. I thought they'd be really nice. So that's what I bought, and that was £1. So £2.75 for those little things, which I think is great, really. And while I was there as well, they had the lady had a pile of these, which I really loved. I've washed it and dried it out. It took a while to dry out. I'm going to use it for the teapot. When I put it down, I thought it was really nice to use it for the teapot. You can buy Emma Bridgewater teapot stands, but I really liked this. So that's why I bought it for my teapot. And that was 50p. So really good. So, do you want to see some cards? You can't even say yes or no, can you? You've got no choice. I've been making some cards, so I thought I'd show you, do a preview first. So this is a vase full of tulips. What do you think? Now, I don't know if you know anything about what I do with them. I make these cards on an old vintage hand-cranked Singer sewing machine. So while you're sewing, you have to turn the crank. So I kind of make the cards that way. I make them out of recycled vintage materials. I go all over the place to have a look for different materials. There's lots of lovely little charity shops in Wales that haven't been commercialised too much. That's what you need. You need a charity shop that hasn't had some kind of people come in and put everything in cabinets and put prices on things and won't give a little. You go to some of the places in Wales, you've got these little charity shops and there's no prices on anything, and their rooms are just stuff. And that's where I've got lots of my material from. So that's a vase of tulips. I made this one last year, and this is primroses. And this one I made the other day out of some vintage buttons that were shaped like flowers. I quite liked it, so I don't know what you think of that. These haven't been on my Instagram account yet, so this is exclusive. So have a look. Don't know what you think. Now we're getting into the animals. I love doing the animals and, trying to get kind of templates to make up my animals. So this is one of them here. I loved that. I made it myself, I know, but I do love it. I hope you can see it. Next one is this one, which I made only a couple of days ago. Now, one thing is interesting is that when I make these cards, obviously all my work is shown on that page. So you get the front of the card and then there, and you can see all my work. Now, I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't had any complaints so far, but one thing I have done is try to do, so that's that one there. One thing I had to do is just to see how it would look if I put another card in the middle to cover up my work. So this is what I made. I made that card there, and then I put another card in the middle to cover up my work. It makes it quite thick. You know, it's the same envelope it has to go into, but what do you think of that? And I use all kinds of different things. I use old vintage French beads. I use little things from haberdashery shops that have closed down. They send them to charity shops, and all the different materials. So I kind of make up animals to make cards. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I've been a busy, busy girl. So I hope this has been interesting today, and I hope you're all okay. I really do. And I'm fine, and Coco's fine. So please stay safe out there. It's not gone yet. It's a really rough day today. There's debris everywhere, so I'm not even going to look out in the garden. I'm not even going to look. Stay safe out there. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. It's been a bit all over the place, but I hope you got the gist of it, and I hope that this has been useful for the plates, because when you're kind of starting from fresh with Emma Bridgewater, you're not sure exactly what you're buying, but take it from me, the quality is wonderful. And when you buy the seconds, there's tiny little things, flaws in them, and sometimes the cups I kind of notice are slightly wonky, but I don't mind that. I think that's quite cute, really. So cheers to you all. Hope you have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That would be great. And I reached my 100 subscribers the other day. So exciting. I even got a congratulations from YouTube. So see you soon, everybody. Take care out there. Bye-bye for now.